Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have Zenith's Lingering Light. That is very hard for me to say with all those Z's and L's in there. Anyway, Revis wanted me to get to this one. A lot of people agreed, and this is almost 8 minutes long. Good lord, what a track. I'm assuming that it's probably segmented, like there's multiple tiers to it, but this is a long one for Zenless, but I guess I've got to listen to all of it. It's very possible some of this might have some repetition to it and they play things twice. They do that sometimes, but I will listen to it nonetheless, and I guess without further ado, let's go! Okay. Got some stank on the front end of this beat. Love the design of that snare. It's like a sonar ping. Oh God. The shape design of that synth too. Oh God, that's so good. It's times like this where I don't mind sitting here for 8 minutes, you know? And we've just like scraped the surface of this. There's probably gonna be different like variants of this theme. Oh, okay, here's the change. Ooh. Okay, a whole beat change now. But where's it gonna go, you know? They changed the feel of it. They affected the vibe of the rhythm, so there's a little bit more tension in there. But where? Like, where's that tension gonna, like, come to fruition? Really hit its peak? Unless this tension is supposed to be this, like, long, drawn-out sort of thing. Given the gameplay, that would kind of make sense if it's like a kind of a stealth mission sort of thing. Ooh. Got another change. That's what I was talking about when I said, but where? Because, like, where's this gonna lead us? Okay. Taking a back seat for a second. Break it down. Let things chill out a little bit. Feels like it's coming in with energy. Ooh, yeah, it is. Just a little bit more, you know? Kind of revisiting that first song, or I guess, first part. God, they're really good at making beats in this game. Is that all Sanzi is? Just a collective of insane beat makers? Wouldn't be surprised. And like I've talked about before, brilliant for the vibe of this game. God, I love that lead. Woo. God. Kind of brought back the rhythm of that synth from the first part, that very beginning. By kind of revving it out there and letting it tail away. Wait a minute. We're coming back in with different energy? A little bit more? A little bit quicker? Ooh, we got an upbeat here too. Hell yeah. I get another like feel change. Ooh. Hello. And now we're gonna get like a battle theme, right? It's gotta be what this is. Ooh! Ooh! There's that stank I was talking about at the beginning. It got stankier somehow. It's like cheese left out. It was already stanky, but damn. That got Gouda. Sometimes I talk myself into a corner. Woo. Oh. God. The evolution of that. And they're still using that upbeat there too. Dot, 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 dot. There's that upbeat is still there. Ooh. Okay, went back. Kind of doing a little bit of an outro here, maybe. Ooh, maybe not. This maybe go back into the beginning of the same section. If so, that's a great transition. Ooh, ooh. Okay, no, it's different. God, they're really good at just dancing around their songs, aren't they? Just keeping things moving and keeping them well stitched together. I'm sure a part of that's probably the uploader doing some editing to like make things work, but the fact that the songs can seamlessly transition between is just beautiful. Like, you can tell that if you were to go from the first song we heard straight into the battle, there's still that essence of the song there. It doesn't really go away. It just changes form over time. So they're really, really good at nailing that down. Okay, so since this song was very long and I was talking quite often during it, I tend to do that for the longer ones. I speak a little bit more on it during the listen, but I'm going to keep this short. Amazing work. I mean, I say this all the time. Sanzi is insane. I know that Sanzi is like multiple people, but at the same time, it's like, who are they? You know, like, I've never really looked it up. I've never learned who they were as producers before this or anything. I only know them as that collective, but it really just feels like a bunch of people who know how to make beats, fire beats, and we're like, you know what, let's do this, let's make a thing. And I'm sure that's not how it happened. I'm sure it was just like, hey, we need a bunch of people, let's make this collective happen so they can work on music for the game, and they picked some great talent to do so, and they seem to work very well together. I know that all these can't be like one chunk of each person, like it's not fully spreading out the entire workload of everything to each individual per song. It's probably like one composer handles one, another handles another, so on and so forth. I'm sure they do collaborate between the general vibes, so everything tends to work better together, but I just, either way, damn. I don't care how they work together. The fact that they do is what I'm here for. And boy, do they ever. It's just so clean. I always talk about the production quality and keeping all of their mixes super, super crispy clean. Like there's nothing going on there. It's squeaky clean. It is gorgeous. But then also, like, hearing these songs and realizing the variety in them and being able to hear these tracks kind of separating out to different variants of the same song, shifting the energy between whatever the context is and keeping all that together. This is kind of the first time I've heard that outside of, like, boss themes, you know, where you get like the intro and then the main beef of the fight and then the outro, you know, the usual standard. For this one, I got to hear like different variants of the same theme and how it approached different elements of the gameplay. Like the tension changes, the energy shifts a little bit. You're starting out and it's a little bit more calm and there's less instrumentation in there, and as it evolves and as things get a little bit more hectic, so too does the music. And you would figure, yeah, no duh, but it's just cool to hear it because I don't get to hear that as often, especially since I don't play the game. I don't get to see it in context like that. So I never really felt out how this game would handle all that, but apparently beautifully, as I honestly would have expected, because they are so good at that anyway. But being able to see it in the context with the gameplay around definitely helps make it a little bit more clear to me. Again, all things considered, I'm sure some of this editing is the person who uploaded it, and they do a really decent job at blending things together like that. So I'm sure it's not quite this seamless in game because God, how could it be, you know, just between any chunk. But again, the fact that they do work together and they're so smooth with it, like every single end of every single phrase could pretty easily be crossfaded to another one, and you could be fooled into thinking that that was entirely intentional if you didn't know better, similar to how this was surely done. So it's just really nice, and I do like getting to hear this sort of thing in context finally. But I've yapped enough. Like I said, I was going to keep this one short, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want me to get to another song from Zenless, by all means, drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!